What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to always say those A's in the chat right now so that you can hear my voice through your ears. Please let me know that you can hear me speak through your ears right now. What is up, J Pong Options, my bro? Johnny Barnes, good to see you all here. Yuka Frita, my bro. What is up, you guys? What is up? Thank you so much for coming on by. CoinFox, my brother, OG. I see everybody in here, man. Love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, you're actually seeing the comments come in from Options, right? He was very kind to share with us. Here we go. Let me just put some more bass in that voice. Here we go. Oh yeah. So guys, yes, you are noticing here that we could be observing an attack, right? And I'm being very selective with my words because I don't want YouTube to kill me off over here, right? So yeah, we're pending an attack right now, right? It looks like it may be, may or may not be Israel, or AKA it is, right? So this is potentially bringing on a negative impact in the markets, and it was a very valid point that that Options brought up, right? So we have to keep in mind what is happening in the broader markets. But today, you heard President Biden speak on silly things like World War III, right? So it feels like he was inching on the right direction there, right? Or the red bar direction, as you can see here in the charts, right? Massive red bar on the daily time frame. Huge red outside bar, bearish engulfing combination here, breaking structure. It's still within a safe realm, but I will say that that it feels a little feels like we're going to be capitulating here a little hard, right? So what's up, Alex? Good to see you here. And Smokescreen, what is up, man? Appreciate everybody coming on in here, right? So Options is telling me to look at defense stocks. There's a reason he spoke what he did today, because he knows Iran is going to respond. They said they would and they will. Okay, so let's collect our heads here and start pulling up some of these. Senor Pennington, am I getting a robot voice for real? Guys, let me know if I'm roboting. Is my voice coming in clear or what? CoinFox, I gotta share my screen with you. Oh, right. Wait, what the heck? Oh, yeah. Are you guys seeing it here on? Okay. All right, guys. James, maybe consider restarting. Nice. Oh, okay, gotcha. Sometimes it takes a little longer. You know, my network connection here, sharing devices with all kinds of Wi-Fi, sometimes prevents the connection to connect as fast as I'd like it to. But James and Coin, I have a question to ask you guys. What do you guys think about defense stocks? Which ones have you personally traded that have the higher volatility or whatever, right? We have a Lockheed. We have a few of them out there, right? But we have a few of those we should look into, right? Apparently, there's going to be a response here from, dude, Options. Thank you so much, bro, for, hey, brother, can you repeat that one more time? I have you live now on YouTube.
Yeah, so if you were to look at the SPY, if you were to put that on top and then Lockheed on the bottom, you'd see Lockheed went up, SPY went down. A lot of people thought the reason why the market went down was because the Fed president, Reserve president, said that they may not be lowering interest rates this year. But I didn't think that was the reason. And I think this reason is because of what Biden was speaking about and the reason why he was speaking. We know Iran's going to respond. They said they will. They said our intel says 48-hour window. It's been about 24 hours. Tomorrow's the last day of Ramadan. And it would be the perfect time for sometime tomorrow on Friday for them to respond. So we don't know if they're going to target Israel directly or if they're going to target Israel's assets in another country. I'm sure they're weighing the pros and cons and what to do. Their response, if you noticed, if you guys remember when we we killed their top general, United States.
Right.
And they responded with a missile attack on Al-Taji. Just so happens that's called Camp Taji in Iraq. And they did respond. They said they were going to, and they did. And then after they did that, we did not further engage. If you guys remember, we didn't further engage. But I think if Israel is attacked, they will. I don't know if they have the same discipline. That's my concern. So
okay, so
this could turn into a wider conflict and bring other countries in. It may not, but we'll see.
So I actually have in the chart over here, ticker symbol NOC and LMT for Northrop Grumman and Lockheed Martin, right? So take a look.
Raytheon, RTX.
Yeah, Raytheon.
RTX?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pull that one up too here, and we'll observe the markets. In fact, I'm going to create separate.
Raytheon's probably coming from the best position because they missed earnings 2 quarters ago, and it's coming off of like $68 where I've been buying it.
Nice. And what was the ticker again?
RTX.
RTX. And let's take a look here. RTX Corp, right?
There it is.
They had an earnings miss. These guys ran. Let's see.
But it was more of an engine problem.
Oh, got it. Yeah, so this is definitely it. RTX Corp is an aerospace and defense company which engages in the provision of aerospace and defense systems. Okay, cool. So we're going to keep an eye on this one here because maybe this one's reaching froth land here and we could see a sell-off soon. $100 mark could be a psychological level. Some people consider that to be a little bit of BS, but I think it's definitely worth a look here. Very interesting outside bar on this green one here. Notice how the volume actually dropped a little bit from the prior bar, and it's quite the larger presence too. We're getting contraction on the daily time frame, and our stochastic momentum on that daily is also pretty flat considering the upside here. So there's if I can observe anything here, let me see. I was going to try to see if I can find any drives of bearish divergence, maybe in the 8-hour time frame on momentum. Actually, no, I can't find any. Actually, this would be the one right here, right? Maybe in the 6-hour time frame. I really don't like to see drives of divergence, momentum against price in the immediate short term. I think 8 hours and above, personally speaking, right, we could see a little bit more action there. But this trough here on Raytheon, right, to this potential opening tomorrow, it depends on where we open, right? But there is a clear lower high on momentum and a higher high on price. So wherever that prints here, that would be our first drive of regular bearish divergence on the 6-hour time frame. And for now, I am noticing a bit of strength on this. Do you think that we would be able to catch a continuation to the upside, James?
If you take a look at a longer time frame, you see the stock came from well above 100, dropped to 68, and is on its way back up.
There we go.
Yeah, look at the 12-month. It looks like it's going to take out the top.
Let's look at the annual chart here.
It's at 101, I think, is maybe a short-term pullback, but yeah.
This is looking pretty damn bullish here. And this is why I believe this is why you're saying options, right? To look at the defense stocks, because we may be able to get a nice bounce to the upside on these. Already experiencing that, but yeah, I think the only weird thing that I saw was the tiny bit of bearish divergence. But aside from that, I think we have the green light here for a continuation. This ticker in particular, if we can look back to that 4-hour time frame like we usually do on momentum, take a look at that expansion phase. We're well beyond that 50% mark of expansion, reaching the 90% critical expansion, massive upside pivot on stochastics, reaching that gravitational zone in the bullish control zone. And not even to mention that the RSI is also within that position. So I almost feel like we're going to invalidate completely these drives of bearish divergence come tomorrow or the next day here. What are the stats on this? We're looking like about, let's see, so it's a $99 asset here with an average true range of about $1.35. Tomorrow's, if we're using, let me see if we can use maybe the 24-hour chart for in the upside. Probably, I definitely can't see it. Let me see the 12-hour instead. 12 hours
Doesn't
reading.
really move much after hours.
Yeah, it didn't really do much. Yeah, so we're looking at about $100, $100.30 in the 12-hour ATR top. If we extend a little bit further, then here's your target, CoinFox. You're looking at about a 102.81 at the upper bound of the second standard deviation. So this is bouncing from the mean at $96, and it still has the first standard deviation to get out of the way, $99, 99.87, followed by 102. And one more thing, let me just make sure of this, right? The immediate short-term time frame potential pullback, but no problem. That's very temporary. We're talking about within the first hour or two of the trading session. Bi-hourly time frame has a huge thrust to the upside, which is bleeding onto that 4, 6 hour and the 8 hours about to start reading it. We just started an expansion phase. Dude, this thing is going to go, and it's going to go big. And it probably is. I'm not sure if it's going to start as soon as tomorrow, but maybe into Monday or Tuesday next week. This is probably going to run big time. And this is worth a test for sure. Sorry, team, if I'm not saying hello right just yet, but let's I'm going to keep this chart up. Let's see, just a moment. Yeah, I'm going to keep that chart up here, and I'm going to bring, let me get rid of, I freaking hate a messy chart here. Sorry, team. I know there's always a bunch of requests here. So let's pull up LMT and see what we have for Lockheed. There could be a similar situation happening on this, right? So let's pick up the profile here and see what's up. Hourly time frame, yeah, nice thrust to the upside, huge expansion phase. We're reaching the 90% of expansion here on linear volatility. Bi-hourly time frame, upside pivot on that stoke, and very nice 25% average directional index. You have your bulls on top, so there is absolutely a bullish control here. 3 hour time frame upside pivot, right? Just being really detailed here for those who are still trying to learn. So definitely know, you guys, that I don't have to do this. It's for the sake of conversation and for the sake of education to the team. And yeah, so we have a nice upside pivot here on the 4 hour time frame. Expansion starting as well. 6 hour upside pivot expansion there too. Very nice DMI here. 32% on that 6 hour time frame ADX. Again, your DI plus right here, that's gonna be leading the way into tomorrow. 8 hour time frame is the cap right now, so I do think that even Lockheed Martin could experience an immediate short term time frame pullback. You know, within the 5 to 15 minute time frames here, I can see this pulling back if we could, down to the areas of about 452.76 to around 452.55. I'm going to take a look at the weekly time frame here too, and see how that's behaving, right? So let's take a look at this. Wow, take a look at that, man. If there's any psychological use that we can use as a silly little formation here, right? Traditional little head and inverse head and shoulders. Of course, we can always take a look at those things, right? Discretion, psychology can always play in the part. If you guys want a measured move regarding this formation here, then I do think we could acquire it, right? Neckline on top like that, curved ever so slightly. Bottom side of the head to that neckline top. Let's acquire that top side right on the top of that center of the shoulder, right? Taking us to 550.99, currently 454.04. What are the stats on this, man? Does this run that hard? $5.16 is your weekly? No way. Let me go.
You see that on the daily chart in the three? If you look at the 3 month, you see that cup and handle forming.
Oh, well? I hate that freaking formation. Let's see. 3 month, you said? Quarterly?
Yeah. Daily chart.
Let's see.
Yeah, just look at a 12 month. Look at this thing's about to go berserk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna blow up.
Let's take a look.
Literally.
Yeah, this one's going. This one's going.
Oh man, little inside bar here, right? This is a clear signal of continuation. If we're going to be able to put a little bull flag into this, man, this is big time targets. We're looking at 6+, and if that is the case, damn. Let's see, right up in here, we have an upper bound of the second standard deviation at numbers that I don't feel comfortable talking about, right upwards of $800, but who knows? It could be possible here. We have an ATR range on, let me see the 12-hour instead. The 12-hour, well, the daily is 516, so it's not, I think this is going to start expanding soon. If we're talking about defense stocks and whatever's happening here, then yeah, there could be expansion to see very, very soon on this. And I imagine here that we're at the bottom side of the average true range. So let me look at it in that. I'm going to look at it in like from that perspective, see how it's expanding. And yeah, you know what? This is the here's a daily chart, right? We're getting this tick up in on volatility, ATR, average true range, right? So this is it was sitting at about 460 back on Tuesday, March 26th, and now that we're on April 4th, this is sitting now at $5.16. So there is absolutely expansion happening here, and this is likely to continue to the upside. Dude, that daily bar is about to take everything out too.
You see there was news on it, right?
Oh, on this, let's take a look. Catalyst.
Yeah, that's why it popped. It had a $181 million contract.
Ooh, look at this. Lockheed LMT wins $181 million contract to aid the F-35 jet program. Very cool. So it's running on a catalyst as well. Damn, man. This it's a nice valuation. I'm not really fond of the ATR, but I'm sure that's going to expand at any moment. But we have a catalyst here. It looks like we have an upside. The every short-term time frame up to maybe I think it was up to the 8-hour is displaying a continuation to the upside here. Nice little bullish engulfing here on the 8-hour time frame. Outside green bar here, break of structure. That could. Yeah, man. I think we're gonna go big time here. And if we can put some upside targets on it, why don't we just take at least let me take a retracement here, right? The top of the swing high to swing low, and if we nice. We have the golden pocket outside of us, right? Knot 618 to the knot 382. If we can observe any tangible targets here paired with geometrics, I do think that your 1 spot 272 to the 1 spot 618 could be an area to observe, and that's leading to around 463, which it really matters where we're going to open, right? So if we open around 455-ish, and we have only about a $5 average true range, then yeah, we're going to look at that 1 spot 272, maybe, right? So I think we can expand to there, but how would this continue? What would we need here? This thing to push beyond maybe 457 or you know what? Maybe even push beyond 460 here. But I think that as soon as we start reaching the $500 target, then maybe that's where people are going to start going berserko on it, like always, right? Buying the tops. Man, you know what? I'm going to keep in mind here this target, even if we don't reach it tomorrow. That's one of those zones that we should keep in mind, right? So I think let's see. Yeah, that pairs very well with the top side of the range here on November 2023 highs. So maybe we have a shot at getting that top side measured move here on a bull flag. I guess we can look at that too, right? So let's pull that together and see what's up. Top side of the range here, that's taking us to about 467.74, and the upper bound of the second standard deviation multiplier is 467.23. So we have confluence here, 2 fib as well. We do have confluence here, geometric stats, and some psychological take profits. LMT looking pretty good. Not bad. What is up, Philly? Good to see you here, my bro. I am, guys. I remember yesterday we were ripping through these, through the tickers, right? I apologize if I didn't see your chat here. And you know what, guys? If I can actually just deviate a little bit here, one of my master students is asking me to take a look at one of these tickers. I believe it was what was it again, man? GNS. I think it's one of the micros here, and we'll see what's up. I expect everything under the sun to experience a downfall, man. I mean, the IWM today, it also felt that pressure. So I was using the trading view on my laptop just now. I was coding a new script, but the IWM experienced a massive downside here, which curiously pushed a couple or a few other micro caps to the upside or small caps to the upside. So this is something that we got to keep in mind, right? So let me pull on that ticker one more time, GNS, right, and see what it has in store for us. I am going to get rid of literally everything here, right? We got the month starting. I want to start fresh here. Okay, so let's pull on. Let me see the daily. Let me see the weekly. Let's see what the behavior looks like, right? Not the best looking ticker in the world. I know it has these parabolic upsides and everything, but it almost feels like these parabolic upsides are liquidity grabs, and it feels like the company's trying to survive by doing these quick iterations to the upside. And I don't want to, I guess I got to say it the way it is, man. It feels like it's a pump and dump every single time the company needs some type of help or assistance. Right, the shareholders will come in and get this thing to rip to the upside, and then drop and contract all the way to the next relevant low, and then continue doing these things. It has these really random upsides, and I'm not a fan of these types of things, right? But I think it's at least worth a look. I believe that the run was already done, right? Where we noticed that we were at the bottom side of around 29 cents. We got that run all the way up to 68 cents. That was the take profit, literally here, right? 67.75 was one of the targets that I was looking for. So we got that take profit, and now what are we doing here, right? Are we going to see if this thing can continue upward, or do we have downside? Well, let's pull up some basics here, right? I guess let me take a look at your moving averages here, right? So on the daily time frame, we're still yet to move above that SMA 200, so still within bear territory there in a macro perspective, right? So the SMA 50 below us is currently holding some support, but if we start moving in some shorter time frame moving averages like your EMA 9, right? Maybe in the EMA 21 here, all of those moving averages are going to be showing to you some type of resistance. And like here, right? This is your EMA 9 resisting. That's my point. And the other thing that we want to observe strategically here is that when you see convergence of moving averages, that's going to pressure your price action in one direction, right? So now if we're seeing this type of formation here, that kind of looks like a bear flag, but in a shorter time frame. So if that is the case, then we're potentially building this rising wedge here, right? This thing is going to break down. Likely target here would be 37.89, maybe down to the areas of about 35.39 if it continues on a panic sell. I'll draw it in for you just so that you can see what I'm observing, so that you don't guess whatever this is, right? I know that I tend to move a little swiftly when it comes to things like this, right? But I really just want to show you what I mean, right? So quick little whatever drawing here, right? So remember, you got 3 targets on every triangle. You got the breakout target, center of the triangle, lower bound, or the upper bound, the highest bound. And this is the one that I'm really kind of looking for, right? And I would argue that this triangle is probably being traded maybe on a buy hourly too. If we were to break out, remember that these tend to break out usually at 65 to 75% to the apex of the triangle. That's the typical behavior from these rising wedges, the falling wedge, pennant, right-angled, all those, right? That triangle family tends to break out around that point. This is the first target I was observing, right? Very close to that bottom side like we were talking about. If it creates a panic sell, man, I think that would be induced by breaking some immediate short-term time frame inflection points. This being one of them, right? Your prior bar low on a 6-hour time frame, 41.26 would naturally lead into this key area here. That 40.23, you fail that, clean break all the way down to 37.74 and potential continuation too. This is not the best type of formation here, man. I really don't like what I'm seeing here, and it does feel like it's going to continue creating these ladders, right? You probably will get, this is 1, 2, you have 3, probably 4, maybe I think 5 or 6 or 6 count would be the recovery count here. And dude, this is your breakout here from the SMA 200 6-hour, right? You have the clean test here, man, and this would be the one time that you would try to get that bullish price action. You even have the golden cross here, right? You have the SMA 50 crossing above the SMA 200, nice, but you're not getting above that SMA 50, and you have long wicks, man. That low, remember, man, it's a quick little tip there, right? Long wicks to the upside, bearish. Long wicks to the bottom side, bullish. And yeah, man, I think that you're getting ready here for a potential drop off. A little quick shooting star there too, right? So I think I think you should watch out potentially. If I were you, man, I would do risk off on this, right? We're talking about paper trades. We're talking about simulator trading here, dude. So make sure to manage your risk on that simulator, right? Watch out. And let's see. What's up, LPB? CoinFox, what is up, man? And Johnny Barnes, I was observing the 12-hour chart just a little bit ago, right? I see it, bro. I see it. Oh, man. My problem is the immediate short term. I feel like you have an awkward head and shoulders. You have a rising wedge here. If you go down to really granular levels, dude, yeah, this looked kind of like let me see if I'm going to force a formation here of any sorts. That's your uptrend and your descending triangle. It's a bearish. Those lower highs are bearish. That would be a reversal. J Pong is saying one little penny stock that I think looks cool is KU. Dude, we've traded KULR for the last 2 or 3 weeks. That thing ripped and it did its thing, bro. The ones in play are gonna be the defense stocks and the marijuana stocks, brother. Take a look at this, man. Yesterday we absolutely murdered this. We ended up pocketing, I don't know, upwards of 400+% on this trade, opening up the trade down here at around 496, realizing our targets up here above $8. I mean, massive take profits on this, dude. The analysis worked out just perfectly, and we were able to catch that. We were able to catch all that upside, man. Very cool stuff. And another one aside from this we were looking at was CGC, and that's another one of those that we ended up getting some cool upside. I noticed here that we didn't even reach the top bound of this, but remember the pressure that the markets felt today. It's just everything's going to feel it. What I will say about this downside on CGC is that you do have declining volume as well, so that we may see a bounce here, right? We're in that loading zone that we were looking for on Wednesday. So we did come down to it, right? We came down to it, loaded up, got the top side here. I'm hoping that we were able to exit carefully here without waiting for the top bounds. But yeah, and then it just pulled back. So heads up on that ticker, because it doesn't feel like it's over, but it's also in a very dangerous position, right? Tiny little, with the exception of one FOMO wick over here, right? We have a right angle triangle on a downtrend. That's a continuation formation for the downside, right? So that'll bring you down just past that inflection of 940. I guess immediate short-term targets to observe here would be around 899 to potentially 916, sitting at 975 right now. And remember that this is building just a massive continuation here. If we take a look at your weekly candles, it feels like it's trying to recover its entire run, right? Take a look at that. Yeah, massive upside here over the last few weeks here. So we were 270. This thing ripped all the way to $11. Nice. Good stuff. And yeah, LPB, I love you so much, man. You are freaking crazy, my brother. And you know what? Yeah, Meta is worth mentioning. Sure, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Meta ended up pulling off a 20-point drop after we realized perfectly right to the top side of our targets. Take a look at this, team. We were noticing some silly formations here. Little pennant breakout right at 75% to the apex of the triangle. We got some measured moves, right? First bound was 518.79, followed by your measured move to 530.23. We ended up getting a top side of 530, just 23 ticks away from that top side. The ARCa Bulls trading team absolutely took profits right up there. I remember Pennington during the trade was saying, guys, what's the meta target? What's the meta target? I'm like, bro, 529 ATR, 530 is your psychological. Get out. And then, of course, the thing started dropping and faced a 20-point correction from there, right? And I will say that I don't think it's done. This thing probably continues to the downside into tomorrow. I guess I can observe here how fast that downside can happen, but No, yeah, you don't want to mess around with that, man. And I guess if we are looking at technicals, you have your 3 black crows here, right? That could be, technically speaking, that's a reversal formation too in candle analysis. But 1 hour, your hourly time frame isn't the most credible time frame for silly little formations. You can't do that. So we have to doubt it. We have the probabilities here are not entirely with us as traders when it comes to immediate short term. The hourly time frame is a very tiny time frame. I would say formations tend to have a better strike rate once you reach 8 hours, 12 hours minimum dailies, and then when you reach your weeklies, bi-weeklies, those definitely have some potency to them. So Aiden say no way. Yeah, it's $600, and I mean, dude, it made a new all-time high. That's what I was talking to Coin about last week. I told him that around 490. I'm like, dude, I think this thing is set to make a new all-time high. He's like, what? And I told him again, and he's like, oh, the markets, man, they're just not correcting, right? So we ended up getting that top side just today and completely capitulated from it, but it did have to do with reaching, a very confluent top. It was, I think geometrics also led to that somewhere. I forgot. Maybe I deleted it. It was a geometrical top. It was a psychological top. It was your ATR at 529.60. It was a whole bunch of things. And then World War III from Biden. And I don't know if you caught the Fed speakers. They were slightly hawkish, slightly being an understatement. But I think it's long overdue. The markets are way into frothland here, and it would be amazing for us to finally pull back here. For the immediate short-term time frame, I guess I can look at something here for you, right? So. Downside pivots resistance on the RSI 30-minute. This is suggesting consolidation. I think that your bottom side target would be, sorry guys, I got distracted there. Would be your 510 again, right? So actually, what is a 24-hour saying for Meta right now? Let me double check that. I'm curious as to where that presently is. I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, guys, I'm looking at the account right now. I'm like, oh yeah. That was a big upside today. Speaking of that, I think collectively between within the members of the ARCa Bulls trading team, we probably pocketed upwards of 2,000% or more. Myself, I ended up doing probably almost 600% today, and I know Off Grid Gorilla pulled off similar numbers. I think CoinFox also ripped like freaking crazy over there.
Bro, those SPY puts that I sold because it was just going sideways.
Yeah.
To torture myself, looked at what they were when it closed today. I bought them at 90 cents. They were $7.60.
Oh, talk about IV pump. Wow.
I would have made another 700%.
Brother, very, very interesting times here. So I'm going to share the ARCa Bulls trading team here with with YouTube, right? Take a look at Senor Pennington here. 1,100% today. Actually, that pushes us to a collected 3,000 plus %. I didn't know you went that big, bro. That is awesome, man. Congratulations on that. And that's something that we oh man, are you kidding? Sorry guys. That's options putting up his 3,200. So we're looking at a 6,700 to maybe 7,000% gain within the ARCa Bulls trading team today. That's stupid. That doesn't make any sense at all. CoinFox sent me a message saying, bro, I don't know anyone that calls it like we do. And I'm like, man.
But you all keep saving that $9.99 a month. Don't spend that to come in and trade with us.
Dude.
Seriously, we don't need your help.
Ian, how did Ian put it? He said it's literally 33 cents a day. Relax. Guys, I think it's an incredible experience trading with you guys, and I'm very lucky.
guy on the corner charges more to clean the windows on my car.
Right?
I tried to flip him a $5 bill, and he's like, keep it.
I washed my truck and spent $25 freaking dollars in a spray wash.
Bro, so maybe that's why I'm not breaking the 100 mark, right? I think I just broke 80. So maybe that's why I'm not breaking the 100 mark, because it's undervalued. Maybe I should put the price at $38, upwards of Netflix prices, Hulu plus premium TV.
Knowledge they get and the free trades that they get to follow on, you should be charging like $150 a month.
And you know what, man? I'm not a signals trader. I'm not one of those dudes who say, load the boat here and rip the freaking thing that I preloaded. Hell no, man. It's not like that whatsoever. Forced into closer.
With the money I made today, I could buy like the next 10 years at my $9.99
Wait a second.
a month.
Nice. Guys, did anybody just get... Oh, that's got to be spam. Yeah, my phone just received this really weird message from... Did anyone get that message from KuCoin just now on their email? See what it read? It's talking about... Is KuCoin about to shut down? No. Hold on. Let's go short KuCoin. I'm not seeing anything. You see? What, man? The whole world is collapsing. Yeah, you know what? I'm not unless I go to my spam folders. I just saw it pop up in my notifications on my computer, and I'm like, wait a second, what? And guys, I'm going to remind you of something that I noticed a few days ago, maybe about a week ago, and I think it's worth warning everyone about. The Amazon coin. There is no verification. There's no credible source saying that Amazon is coming up with the AMX crypto coin. Do not fall into that trap. So yeah, there's a bunch of no, I can't find it. I don't know where it is. My phone probably deleted it, and I hope it did. So yeah, you guys. So remember, please, if you start hearing news around the Amazon coin pre-sale for the ICO, don't. Not financial advice, friendly advice, entertainment advice, right? So don't do that. Don't get into that. It feels like a scam. And you're gonna get squid gamed. You guys remember this? You guys remember the squid token, right? You guys remember what happened mid trade or what? Let's see here. ARCa. Joseph is saying ARCa on steroids. What the heck is going on? Man, whole computer messing up here. All right, here we go. J Pong saying I like the 12-hour time frame a lot, dude. Heads up on that though, man. There's a little bit of a risk in there, okay? And also watch with your call options for the SPY with the Monday expiry. That sounds like it may be a death trap, brother. Okay, be very careful
especially
with that.
the eclipse is on Monday too, right?
Oh man, we're talking lunar cycles too, my bro.
I think it's a solar eclipse on Monday, and you got the potential attack on tomorrow or the weekend. I don't know.
Pretty sure the easy money is going to be short the bounce, not buy the dip.
Yep.
Short the bounce, you guys. That literally means dead cat. Right? So that would be something like this, right? You're dropping, you get to a key level of support. Then this thing bounces, right? You're gonna notice an immediate bounce, and usually that bounce tends to top off at a critical resistance as well. Then you start a continuation to the downside. CoinFox is in right here, right? This thing goes like, oh, and then it goes, right? And then we're in the money.
I'm in up above that. I'm in right where you started drawing your line.
And you know what?
Before the
Listen, there is still listen, bro.
Listen.
Where's Triple X, dude? So there is a continuation to the downside here like this. These are the aggressive traders. My boys are super aggressive, man. I'm like right here. I'm at this bounce and then that.
Hey, listen to me, man. Listen.
Yep, there it is.
Triple X, my buddy.
Oh, hold on. OGG. God damn it, man. Came up 2 points short of a Happy Meal, man. Not happy.
No,
Not
you know what? I didn't even bet I didn't
What? What? I bet
only bet the over.
over.
I lost the over.
I bet the over. Oh, you bet it. Okay, because I bet it because
Yeah, I didn't bet the game though. I thought you were talking about the winner side.
they had me hooked up to an EKG. I couldn't get any of the scores. I was asking the doctor for the scores. He said, "Yo, bro, I got 30 people here, 40 people. What do you want me to watch?" I said, "What's the score of the Cardinal game?" He said, "Yeah, you were right. I ain't watched a Cardinal game in 25 years. I work 6 days a week." I go, "You're not good enough. That tells me you're not a big time doctor then." But all right, you wanted to hear me say, listen. So
Listen.
That's my man ARCa. Oh, hold on, everybody, help me out. What's with these? Well, I can go to my two go-to guys, but what's with the cannabis canopy option?
ACB,
What
ACB, and what was the other one? CGC.
CGC, yeah, the canopy. That's
I'll
CGC.
tell everybody the truth, bro. That I called you when the entry was happening, and you didn't answer your phone. Bro.
I was in the shower, getting ready to go take an EKG to see if my heart was still ticking. After dealing with you for the last week with the sport, okay, goddamn EKG thing, it goes back and forth, back and forth. The doctor said, "Just calm down, just calm down." I said, "I'm calm as a mofo," but the thing just kept going back and forth real quick. That's you, OGG, with these. How'd your Nick bet go?
I don't know. I quit watching it.
Okay, so I'm going to shut up. All right. Well, can you fill me in? I'll get off. Can you fill me in on, or just talk to OGG tomorrow? What do you want me to do?
The Knicks won. I just looked at it. They won.
Oh, okay. What
Nice.
about the cat? No, yeah, but he had I think he had.
I had the under though, so I lost.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And I'm mad about that because I like to see you win. So should I ask about the canopy, GC, whatever?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Let's take a look at it right now. Let's observe what the probabilities are for CGC, right?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go then. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen.
Okay, my brother.
Up.
So here we go with
Okay.
CGC. Yeah, no problem. Let's take a look at it right now, right? So CGC on a daily time frame, it feels like it experienced a little bit of that pressure that we got from the broader market sell-off too. The targets that we were observing, at least the adjusted targets, were more or less met from the immediate short term. Remember this, you guys. I do say this all the time. I know that I put together the analysis threads as a market prep, but that oftentimes, we have the plan and we see the points of inflection, points of profit, or whatever. Where we can use stops and all that stuff, right? But when it comes to the live trade, sometimes things change and you attenuate a little bit. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is not by chasing. What I mean by that is if there's downward momentum that's or volatility that's wasn't present there the prior day, then we could possibly adjust to a lower entry. Which would increase your return. It's going to return a bigger R. So if you're going a 2 to 1, it's probably going to go to a 3 to 1. We adjust per situation, so which leads me into that same thing that I always say, right? It's one thing to call out the play. It's quite another to execute it. It's a different beast to actually trade it. Okay. So I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I'm just here to say that you would benefit greatly if you did observe how these plays are being executed. I'm going to go ahead and add that link for the Discord, right? Go ahead and join us in the ARCa Bulls trading. It's the trading floor, right? So come up. Let's see what's up, team. And I got to say that today was a really interesting day, and all of us ended up taking profit right before the entire world fell off the cliff. So thank goodness for that. I was out of settled cash. So I couldn't get the downside. I'm like, man, Right, so it's all good. It's all good, you guys. We ended up making a cool little dime here. And another interesting dime to come in tomorrow. CGC here on the hourly time frame. Let's pull up the stochastic momentum. Man, I can't believe the volatility stuck at that 50%. Really interesting to see it for several closures like that, right? Every single bar here is an hourly close. And you can see this thing, completely consolidated within that volatility, like zero volatility on this for the span of the entire day, and we were able to still knock it out. Man, that's really interesting. So let's take a look at this. Right, we have a little bit of a curvature here. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's still a little bit of downside we can figure here. And now if we're looking at this in maybe a 15-minute time frame, then we can start seeing what the real case here is, right? So it looks to me like a bit of a bear pennant, right? It could be a bear flag. It could be all kinds of things. But if we were to put down some little silly diagonal lines here, then we could see the potential of a breakout happening, and a breakout happening to not the natural way, right? This thing is experiencing a continuation to the upside, which then leads me to believe that this could be a fake out, right? So heads up on this formation. For now, it feels like it could still grab some more, a little bit of a deeper low here. Your complete inflection zone would be right down here at 939. We started breaking down this level here, the $10 zone the 986 zone. That's not good. So that's why it sped up. That's why price action sped up to the downside. As soon as it broke that, it slid. Right, so now that marks off our newer low. So that 939, if it starts falling beneath that, right, if you're starting to see closures, maybe an hourly closure, even a 30-minute closure, that's going to increase the rate of loss, and it's going to increase the downside here, right? So if we are able to see a potential bounce from this, expect a failure of that 939. That is, we may be able to see a range here, and I will, in a very discretionary manner, right? I think it would be right about here that we would experience a drop into, right around that area, 915 to 896, and it looks like your daily ATR low is set to a 903 right now, so it's well within the bounds of this. In fact, it's pretty much in the center of the discretion that we just put together there. If it does not break below that 939 and we still continue to break out of this bear pennant here to the upside, then I would argue that your next resistance would be at around $10, right? Pretty much on the money. And you have a daily ATR top of 1156, but that resistance here, this resistance would probably cap you, and it would prevent price action from reaching that $11.56. Okay, so right now, it feels like a little bit of a coin toss, but I will say that the immediate short-term time frame is suggesting an upside continuation. 15-minute with upside Stokes, contraction is very heavy on that. 30-minute time frame, upside Stokes, we're still getting a frequency here. We're dropping the frequency in the rate of returns. So what could that mean? If we are dropping volatility like this, that could be diminishing short pressure. That could be that the bears are probably done with this and they're going to cover soon. It could be, there's a lot of ways to observe this, right? But the way that we're going to trigger any type of buy or sell is probably going to be live in observing how this behaves during the trade intraday. Okay, so don't make any rash decisions here. Don't rush into the position, and I think you'll be okay. Ziggy780, what is up? Good to see you here. Thank you for coming on by. Saying hi, ARCa. Hello to you. And was that Mark? LMT is looking juicy, my brother. So heads up on those plays. And I'm sorry, somebody asked me for another one too, right? Was that LPB, man? You're coming in with that silly hit. You know what? Yeah, let's Johnny Barnes, you're asking me to take a look at HUBC. I'm going to take a couple more requests here before we start observing our big boys. We need to take a look at the ES. We need to take a look at the broader markets to see what the deal is for tomorrow, right? So let me power through these. I'm going to have to wake up my son here in another 4 minutes, all right, team? So let me take a look at that HUBC ticker. I remember somebody was asking me yesterday to take a look at that ticker. Coin, do you remember that? Or options, I think you guys will remember for sure. Even Ian would remember this.
I only said microstrat. I only live, breathe, and eat microstrat.
Do you remember Highcroft Mining? HYMC? Does anyone remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was asked to take a look at it, and I'm like, that is right next to AMC. I'm like, dude, it's
no turn. Money you've made off microstrat, you should have it tattooed on your head.
Save the turds for Mondays. Save the turds for small cap Mondays.
It's gonna small crap Mondays. So let me take a look at HUBC here for one of my students, right? This is
you said FFIE?
I was talking Mullen, bro. MULN.
NBEV.
I heard that Dave Misery and Adam Aaron are a dynamic duo. They bring it. They really bring it.
Pocketbook.
Right? Exactly, man. They're running over there, man. So maybe we short the bounce there. For a second, I remember Sebastian. He lived short in MULN for like a month. This dude will be like, ARCa, take a look at my gains today. It was the easiest short this guy ever. Oh my goodness. I was like, bro, that thing could bounce and rip your face off one day. Okay. So I gotta be careful there, man. No. And every day, he would just short the crap out of it. Oh my goodness, man. But anyway, team, let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, dude, he did. And he also did it to AMC like 3 months ago or 4 months ago. And he's like, I'm only betting tiny bits. I'm not moving any needle, man. And I'm like, no, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about you shorting and holding your margin overnight. And then, yeah, you know what I mean, man. That overnight exposure is dangerous. But let me see the daily time frame here of HUBC. This is Hub Cybersecurity Limited. And it's looking like it had a huge bounce today, right? It ended up at 44.65% on that upside. It almost it looks like it retraced around 60%. Its top 128. Damn, guys, this type of ticker is looked at by a lot of traders. Okay, as soon as it starts breaking the dollar mark, this is in the radar of a lot of freaking people. All right, man. This usually tends to get dropped into the freaking depths of hell as soon as it reaches that dollar mark. Okay, so 128 here dropped to 104. Let's see what the 12 hour is looking like. Back to 125 and created a 12-hour outside bar. Let's see what happens here. So it ended up with an additional 22% after hours. So very, very, very interesting. Jay Pong, love you, buddy. Be safe, be well, have a good night. I know that it's really late where you are, man. And but yeah, dude, please be safe.
Isn't HUBC the Israeli security company?
Sorry, say that again, OG. My apologies.
Is it HUBC the Israeli security company?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm 99% sure.
No way. That's why this thing is ripping.
Yeah, that's why I just wanted to give you that information so you could share it.
Let's see. This is oh, that's so much to read. Where's your Command F, right? Israel. But yeah, so that is actually viable information that OGG is presenting to us, team. This it's probably running with the defense stocks too. So let's look at your 4-hour time frame volatility versus momentum. Huge Ziggy 780 just said Adam Aaron and Dave are hanging with Diddy. My bro, keeping it real. The Brazil show, my dude. I haven't seen you in forever, man. What's up, ARCa from Brazil? Just stopping on by to say what's up. Bro, it's so good to see you, man. Really appreciate you coming on by. And you know what? I started noticing that people were posting their cities in, I think there was a Knoxville, Tennessee, I think. Inside, I saw sunny Southern California from John. I'm seeing now Brazil. Dude, you guys, thank you so much. I remember back when we were, when we were doing these microcaps constantly, you know, reaching 100 viewers plus. I would ask for your cities, and you guys would just slam like it. I couldn't even believe it, man. I was like, you guys are up at this time? What the hell are you doing? Right? But it was very cool nonetheless. So HUBC 4-hour time frame upside pivot on that stochastic. Huge expansion phase on this. 6-hour time frame, very impressive upside, entering that huge area. That's all that reading that I told you. So look at the here's where it is. CoinFox, check this out. I'm going to show you. Right here is all we needed to know. Bam, right there. He said
security, cyber security.
He said yes. So guys, so if it does continue to the upside here, it feels like it could expand into the upper bound of the second standard deviation, at least in a 6-hour time frame relative to that 12-hour 135, and that would be another resistance that we would face. So 135 to 154 is a clear area that we need to combat. Right, so if we continue here, 12-hour time frame is expanding this to a 141 at the upper bound of the second standard deviation. 141 naturally puts you really close to that 149. So that means what I'm basically saying here is that this is the resistance that we need to face and we need to conquer. Right, we're at 125. Yeah, very likely we see in the 140s coming into tomorrow. Immediate short-term time frame, you do have some pressure to the downside here. So there could be a shot at reaching the target and inflection of the post-market low, which would be right at, well, actually, you know what? No, that's showing a different target. Yeah, sorry, it would be 97. Yeah, 97 cents. There could be a massive pullback on this. So, and that pullback could introduce a new, man, I don't know. Be careful, because if we fail that 97 cent, now that I'm looking at it, if we fail that 97 cent, that's back 100% the entire thing. But if it is, that the whole, world issues, then this thing will just pull back ever so slightly between 118 to around 115, and it'll continue onwards and upwards. But it really, it feels like it's running solely on sentiment. HUBC Security Q Point had annual revision on the fiscal year 23 of about $26 million. So, and Hub Cybersecurity acquires QPoint Technologies, running on a catalyst. Not bad at all. Okay, so now we know what it's doing. Now we know what it wants to do, and I think that the immediate short-term time frame gives you that pullback. Gives you that pullback, right? Followed by the continuation, which would probably be leading into mid-session tomorrow. About mid-session after lunch, NYSE, probably before lunch, right around there. I do think this could continue on to the upside. It'll probably knock out that top wick at 149 and lead into 151. If it doesn't happen at 151 tomorrow, then I see that potentially happening into the following day, which would be Monday. Okay, team. So, HUBC not looking bad. All right, and it is running on a nice catalyst too. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and leave the mic open here. You can speak. Please talk. I don't know if you need to say anything, but I need to just go and wake up my little guy from his nap, right? So
put some music on.
It's definitely on now. So let me go ahead and drop here for a little bit. I'm going to put right in the top side here that be back in 5 minutes. Love you. Right? Let me go ahead and put that arrow on there, and I will be right back to you. I'm going to wake up my son from his nap, and we shall continue annihilating the world. Just a moment, team. Nice. Thank you so much for coming on by.
Nice.
What's up, bitch?
Suck it, nerds!
Don't be rude.
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Got to have my motta fucking cornbread.
From, bro? That's so fucking funny.
This is CoinFox's little one. I thought I'd.
Where does he get it from?
No idea. You have to ask him. He's got a pretty good Discord.
Nice.
What you got?
How come I'm not on your Discord,
Corn Pop was a bad dude. Got to have my motherfucking cornbread.
Yeah, where'd you get those coin pops?
Oh, I got a buddy who developed a bunch of stuff for me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm actually working on one with. I'm having one built for ARCa, actually.
Soundboard?
No, not a soundboard. A Discord bot tool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't say nothing. It's a gift. Well, he ain't here. He ain't here.
He hears all.
Oh shit. Just a tool for the group.
What are you calling a tool?
You.
Dude, I shouldn't even have checked those spy puts. I'm like, I know I don't want to do this. And I looked at him and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, I was so salty. ARCa left right. I'm like, guys, this is going to dump. Somebody shelling out 300 contracts on every point. Like, reload. I'm like, I'm fucking shorting this shit. And he's like, all right, guys. 5 minutes later.
I bet on him. It would have been $7,000.
Oh, yeah, I'm still short from 53.05.
Oh.
He was just unloading. Even right now, I mean, I know the market's barely moving, but it's like no bid.
Did you buy back into CGC when it got down to the 940?
CGC, I played a bounce on it. Yeah, I played a bounce on it, but it didn't get. It was getting a lot of. Yeah, thanks. We were getting a lot of sell pressure. It wasn't. I think I literally took maybe a 5-penny loss or something on it because it was showing me more weakness, and I'm like, this thing's probably going back to $7.
You think so?
But, yeah, I think there's a good possibility that it does.
I bought April 19th calls when it hit 940.
Yeah. Well, just remember this: if the market craters, nothing's safe. These shit stocks ain't gonna do nothing.
I think that's where the money goes.
No, the money isn't gonna go into high risk trash. Why would they do that?
This tool, CoinFox? Did you analyze the tool yet?
What tool?
The quick tool.
Yeah, I've had it for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I see a lot of flaws in it.
Like what?
For instance, one, it doesn't give accurate aftermarket data on stock price. Two, I want to know where they're getting their max pain. What's their source for that? And then three, I noticed a few other like the news on a lot of things. It doesn't update the articles. Their news is like a week old.
He said the news is the least of their worries. They're just using fluff news right now as a placeholder.
Right. I just thought I'd give some feedback on it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
They're going to pipe in feedback option. They're going to pipe in. He wants us all to go through it and break it down.
Yeah, I'm sure they want to figure out what to. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, they're going to put in the real. Because good news costs to get the good stuff. So.
No, of course. I just want to know where they get some of this data. If they're getting the max gain from
ARCa. They calculate that all themselves.
Okay.
Because they're using ARCa for the, for all their options data. They pay a lot of money for data. But these guys are working with, James knows him, Tony P. He's working. He's the one that developed the NLP program for the options. So the way you can actually use that is a different type of tool. You can type in there, show me all the options, show me any options contracts or sweeps, premiums over $1 million. And it'll just show you that. Or show me everything over $1 million with a delta over 0.5. Show me all the sweeps over $1 million that were bought at the bid or bought at the ask.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you can do that at like with tools like on Schwab's Thinkorswim.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know if they can do it like that.
Yeah, you can. You can set up the filters. Yeah, like
Right. No, I'm saying like you can just type it in anything, like anything you
okay.
want. So, like,
Yeah, this is cool. I like it.
They've got an NLP learning constantly for thousands of traders. So when you ask a question, I ask a question, you know, it's learning what are you actually looking for. You know, show me a sweep that's tied to a spread, or it's tied
Right.
to the underlying, or you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's and we're gonna do a meeting with him in a few days. You'll be able to pick his brain and get more insight. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, according to this tool, if I'm reading it right, just based upon how I trade, it's projecting without saying that, it's projecting MicroStrat to close at 1,700 tomorrow. So we'll see.
It might. Bitcoin's holding for now, so. And look, with the extended move down that we had today, tomorrow we may just go nowhere. I mean, we literally might bounce back up to 52.40 is probably the target I'm looking for to re-short. And we may just wiggle tomorrow.
Yeah, Bitcoin's on its way back down again right now, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
67,100 is the level I think it needs to hold today. 67.1.
Yeah, it needs to go down now, and then in a few hours,
Yeah.
bounce back up. Let's hope for 69.70 maybe tomorrow morning after a bounce tonight.
I'm back in a long short on Fed again.
Yeah. Problem is, Bitcoin, you know, it's making lower highs consistently, so it may not get the follow through. You know, it's very, very possible this thing drills. I got a 52 to 54 target on this thing by the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I'm just speaking for tomorrow.
Yeah, for tomorrow, you know, we'll see if it can get up to the 69.9. The hell was he talking about?
Yeah, if
The,
we were at 52, that'd be great. I would buy up a bunch more.
Yeah, I think that's the level that we need to watch. But
that'd be a great level.
yeah, you got a lot of buyers stacking down there now. Big boys.
You're seeing that down to 52 already?
Oh yeah.
That's some
They've
fucking...
been, you got one big piggy here at 70. So, which, you know, that may just be the ceiling, letting the algos know that they need to start shorting in front of it. You know, sometimes they don't take out the last guy, you know.
Yeah.
We're talking BTC?
Remember when it was like 73 or something? And I'm like, guys, there's a big boy at 60K, and they ran it all the way down there and bounced right in front of him. But, you know, everybody and their mother was jumping in front with 200-300 size all the way into that. So he was the last guy that didn't get filled. He was the floor, you know.
Hey, ARCa, our long step play got up to 72.
Oh, it actually did it? Damn.
Yeah, it did it, and I'm in a long short position right now on it.
You're in a short right now?
Yeah.
Did I miss the boat big time on that? Let me see. Dude, that was the 72, man. Yeah, so we played
Top out right where we said.
Yeah, man, damn it. Okay. Yeah, we you know, me and OGG, we scalped the crap out of this today, man. And this could be a bigger continuation to the downside, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing a long one.
Yeah, and whew, this was right around the targets I was speaking to you about, right? The 264 I was saying. But yeah, man. Northwest, you're talking about a DJ T, right?
Yeah, that one, it's not doing nothing until next week.
I agree. We were looking at this today, and we were observing how it was meh. It was drying out a bit. But yeah, let's give it
On its way down to $40.
Yeah, and you know what? We were waiting for the potential break of that regression on this, right? To create this to either invalidate or validate a continuation to the upside here. So we're at a inflection point, right? You gotta be careful here. So if we start breaking that 45.27, you're gonna get some further downside pressure here. Okay, and if it is that, and we can observe the play here from maybe a little bit of a larger time frame, and you want to put some psychology behind that, so then it's going to be a little bit of a dead cat here, right? And just to give you a quick little whatever target here, just observe this. If you start breaking down, there could be a 38.81 on the line here, and it's very much confluent to the 0.236 fib. And I'm not even sure that it'll do that. It may consolidate, man. I don't think that it'll give it up that hard. But let's see. Yeah, there's contraction in the 6-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame contracting as well. Flat on the 3-hour, flat on the bi-hourly. And the good thing is that everything is in the oversold of the stochastics. So it doesn't mean that it doesn't have any more downside to go. It just means that, right? That we may be at a temporary pause here, and it may be range trading, right? You could be observing a range between 46.39 and the bottom side of around 45.26 until something tickles it and until something moves it, right? So yeah, I got you, Northwest. So for now, yeah, man. For now, I think it's just at a temporary standstill. The Brazil show saying cashed out a GTII and FNGR back in November and went into BTC. Best thing I could have ever done instead of leaving my money parked in that mess. Dude, you know what? A ticker here to really observe is actually... Coin, thank you so much for sharing that with us, right? We definitely have some macro... we have some economic data coming out. And we have some... Dallas Fed President Lori Logan, Boston Fed, Richmond Fed. Oh, man. Non-farm is tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Okay, got it. That's what we need. The unemployment rate as well. Okay. There's going to be some movement in the markets tomorrow. Okay, team. So that's it for DJT. And, we were observing here a little bit of BTC. Of course, we can always continue on that. And did you ever get to take a look at anything else here, Coin, on what we were talking about here on the accumulation distribution monthly, and the linear regression weekly? That would be your logarithmic regression weekly. All of that stuff, very cool, very cool analysis, man, performed here for BTC's cycles. I love it. But
I didn't get to dig into it,
dude. Yeah, good tools to kind of have there in the background, right? Why don't we take a look at ticker symbol? What was it again? XRP. Somebody's asking me about. Let's do. You can do Binance spot price here. Let's see. Okay. Let me get rid of the stats. Let me take a look at your daily time frame on this and see what's good. You know what? I actually started getting a few requests regarding this. For me to cover. Let me look at a weekly, because that's this is super sketchy.
Oh, and then when you're done, look at SMCI. Oh my God.
Oh, what? I'm already feeling it, man. I'm already feeling the pressure.
Thing's gonna drop 100 points.
Let's go. I'm down. Let's do it. I'm so excited. So we can finally catch a direction, man. It's taking too long, man. Let me type in here. Okay. All right. So XRP weekly time frame, we're rejecting from the 50%, right? So this could experience still a continuation to the downside. If we pull up the stats window, we'll know how far this can go. This thing has such a tiny average true range. Let's see. So daily time frame, almost 4 cents. 4 cents on the ATR, right? So you're looking at let's see. Yeah, is Bitcoin actually dumping right now or what? Let me see.
It's on the downtrend as well.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, XRP is also feeling a little bit of that pressure. Let me run a correlation coefficient here and see how tight it is to it. It should be pretty tight. I'll do Bitcoin spot. Screw it. Let's see. Daily time frame, it's up there. Let's see the weekly, and the weekly is growing in correlation to. Okay, so yeah, it is feeling some of that Bitcoin pressure.
And the dollar's ripping, probably going to 104.5 tomorrow.
You know what, DXY on the VIX, sorry, we were looking at the VIX earlier and we noticed that we were declining, but we never caught up with it until, oh, you gotta be kidding. We broke it. We broke 16. Damn.
Yeah, it's still at a major resistance here, though, so we'll see if this thing...
If it holds above 16, it's the end of the market for sure, but... Dude, I mean, we haven't been above that 16. I guess look at this. This was February 13th, 2024. It was a quick iteration, right? But then it came back down, but it's been a while. And that also didn't close.
Right now, though. Resistance.
I see it. That resistance is literally 1640, 1638. Several areas of resistance there. And relevant supports too. We got to see if this holds.
Next week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I think they peekaboo low on the market, pop it up more near the 52.40, 30, something like that, close it out, and then next week's the show. That's the big show.
Very nice bounce on the DXY from a low of, I guess on the 4-hour chart, we had a low of 104, coming up to 104.33. And the recent low was 103.91. So it's coming back up again. I guess this thing is going to, it feels like it wants to continue too. Take a look at that daily on the DXY. That looks promising. So I do hope we get some pressure to the downside for now, man. At least for now. What's Senor Pennington putting there? People are trading coins like ticker symbol BODEN, Bowden, Trimp, and Poop, and now Costco hot dog coin. Meanwhile, we are discussing why the SPY SPX sold off 100 points. Well, because y'all go and do shit like this. That's why. Nice, man. I'm dead. That's a good one. That's a good one, man. DP, what's up, man? We'll take a look at ticker symbol SMCI following this GXY read here.
Where's Cryptic?
Cryptic has been missing in action, man. What the heck is going on with Cryptic?
No.
Yeah.
Where is Cryptic? Did you get rid of him, Foxy, or what?
No.
I banned him.
Did you send your boys over there to get him out of that watchtower? Maybe he's working at watchtower at that prison joint with the illegal workers. What?
I renamed him. I changed his screen name to Options, and then he left.
He came by on Twitter and he said, "What's up?" In reply to some of the haters, right? And then that was it. He just came to my defense, and that was it, man. I haven't seen the guy. He's got to come by.
I think he went to New York City with William to meet Ham.
No.
Maybe he's just on vacation.
Maybe
is everything that?
I don't know. I don't think so, dude. These are cool trading times. He's a diligent trader, man. He knows.
He's always on vacation, ARCa. Come on.
He's always on vacation. Nah, dude. He's a good. He works hard for his. He works hard for the money. Works hard for the money. Yeah. He making sub runs, says Ian. Nice. All right. So, and so that, you know what, that's it for DXY. Let's take a look. Somebody was talking to me about that was it again? Oh yeah. SMCI. Let's take a look at SMCI. Let's see what's up with it. I am down. What's up, buddy? My little guy just came down. He met me here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. All right. So sorry for the mess. Of course, like freaking always. Let me get rid of the drawings here first. That daily time frame looks ominous. A daily time frame. You know what? I rather a bearish engulfing print on an upside, right? It really loses. It does lose a little credibility when it's printed like this, but this is one massive, complete engulfing candle. So you can't ignore that either. And it feels like it's gonna fall off a cliff. It's right at the support of this daily gap here. Bottom side of it is 925.77, and I know SMCI has a huge average true range, right? Yeah, 85.67 is the average true range on SMCI. So this thing could. We could see some pretty interesting targets here. If let's just say, for example, what's the after hour though? We're at 962. Man, we could see this thing below $900 tomorrow. Wow. If that is, dude, yeah, if that is the case, where would it be? Check it out. There's a little bit. We have to pay attention to this daily gap here, right? This one right here, and that would be right. You know what? I think this play is over. Oh yeah. We got the. This one's done. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this crazy potential, and then this too. Yeah. So we have a daily gap back here. Space is between the 888.38 and 918.73, all of which could be very, very, very much possible, right? And I will adjust this topside target to this bottom of the gap here. So 925.77 to 888, and there is a very nice area in the center, 907.58. So if this is to continue, I'm already seeing an increase of volume here with that downside. You already have that bearish formation there, and you also have this bearish formation here. I was trying to ignore it, but I can't, right? Because people are going to be like, ARCa, don't you see that head and shoulders formation there? Yes, I do, sir. I will point it out, sir. So this is the head and shoulders formation on the daily time frame, and I guess let's get a why don't we just screw it and get a measured move from it.
Measured move is the gap right there.
Exactly.
Dude, this thing goes down. This thing goes down like way lower, bro. This is gonna be the panic sell. The head and shoulders is gonna be the panic button, right? So as soon as we start failing those key supports, this thing is gonna give us a nice little gain here, right? 630.99. Get out of here, man. So could it be true? Could it be true, right? There's a lower gap down here. Of course, this thing really was gapping up, man. A huge pressure to the upside during that time, right? So right here is that other bottom side gap right around here. 773.
Deeper. Anytime it's got them big bearish engulfing candles, look at what happens the next day. Gap down and dump.
Yeah, man. Where were we at getting the damn puts on this, brother? We have a huge bearish engulfer here, right? Massive downside on that. And then but we were arguably in a pretty nice trend here with NVIDIA and the semiconductors and stuff. So from here, we don't have that pressure unless I didn't notice it. Was NVIDIA doing anything interesting today, or was it just flat? I think yeah.
It dumped at the end.
It just dumped at the end with everything else.
Yep.
Okay.
All the chips did. Intel dumped, AMD dumped, and they all.
Even I think the indices dropped too. It looks like the IWM also. Look at this thing fell off a cliff here. 208 to 203.96, or 208 to 55. Man, that was a huge drop. And
Lincoln also came out today and said they're not going to support Taiwan's independence too. Isn't that where microconductors are?
SMCI.
Some of them, right? Taiwan, right?
There, yeah.
That's TSM.
Taiwan semiconductor.
TSM.
TSM.
Oh, TSM. Okay.
Yeah. That's what One Good Trade was saying, actually, that big earthquake hit. And he's like, this is going to be China saying, oh, we'll help you guys out just to get in the door over there. And then bang them.
Wow.
Interesting take on that.
Yeah, to say the very least, right? Look at the chart on TSM. It's it knocked out. I mean, we just opened up this month, right? So the prior month we knocked the all-time high, and I guess not by a substantial margin. But what are you thinking on this, man? You still looking long because this thing is increasing bull pressure here.
Well, we're underneath the previous breakout high, so until we can reclaim the pivot from 2022
and
swing high
and close above it. We have 24.
Yeah, you gotta,
it's a long as time.
Right? Yeah, you got to close above that pivot high.
Yeah, man. It feels like it may actually give it up. The weekly time frame feels like it's going to start contracting. We have a downside pivot on the stochastic momentum. The ATR is fluctuating here, right? So as soon as we start getting this volatility, you can see the nervousness. You can see the anxious trader come out. Long wicks already. And 17 hours, that's going to be tomorrow market close. Of course, we close this weekly candle. If it closes like this, man, that's your shooting star. And
how about this? We had outside bars printing all over the place. Don't be surprised if this thing takes out last week's low.
I bet. And also your little head and shoulders formation here too.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Right, so maybe we get short the crap out of this. This is looking nice. Targets. I'm gonna look at its data sheet too. But 110.54. That's your gap, man. That's your Nvidia gap back here, right? No, actually that was afterward. January. Oh, sorry, buddy. Did you drop your thing? Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. Want to grab it? Oh, there it is. Look.
The monthly retrace on this thing should be 130 on TSM. And then the gap fill at 128. And then you take that out, you might as well just go ahead and head to 114.
Oh, you're looking at that gap here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
130.17 to about 128.84. This is the signal, though. The prior month is the signal. That's it. It was shooting star. This is complete weakness, and this, of course, it just opened up, barely peaked above that. I do not like it when you get slight peaks above those prior highs. That usually shows exhaustion. So I agree. This thing probably drops hard. What's the daily average true range is 450. What's up, buddy? Daily ATR is 450 on this. I can imagine this expanding pretty soon. And if you know what, let me look at that history on this. I'm sorry. Let me go to the daily. Yeah, it looks like this thing has reached the top side of about 568 in ATR. It's expanding. It's looking like it's going to get a continuation into those higher numbers of the ATR. That's going to increase our target lows. And if we're looking at this here, 110.48 could be, how long do you think that would be? The effort of about 2 weeks if we don't speed up, right? That would be 103.34 to 109.53. And I guess if I take an entire the swing out of the swing low from this point here, that's right in the space of your 2.618 and 2.272. Geometrically, it makes sense. I think this is on for something interesting, man. And as soon as we beat this, these diagonal lines are not the best way for trading or whatever, but I do think that as soon as we start beating some of this, the formation traders, right, the psychological traders, they're going to notice that, and this will create a nice little pump. Targets for tomorrow could be the lows of the range, maybe around 135.10. And
Bitcoin 67.5.
Who
needs to hold here? Needs to hold here. Or she gone.
Oh, look at the 6 hour prior bar. That's right at 67,347.
Oh, sorry.
Relax.
I got 66,938. If it busts that, she's going to 61,000 next.
No.
All the way.
She's gonna hold that.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean that's the pivot right there. 66,993. That's the pivot. She busts that, it's over.
66.
Yeah, look at your daily pivot.
Oh,
66923.
What the hell? I expected my brain to change the freaking moving app. I'm sorry, the interval.
Yeah, it breaks that. Your very next target's going to be for today would be 63845 to 6368.
Yeah, if it breaks this pivot, I'm definitely observing this one here, man. 64.5, and of course, breaking down that 64.5 leads into, guys, the entire upside here. This inflection is this right here. So just know that as long as we're above 59,158, we're okay. I'm not gonna say that it's not possible for it to break it, but if we did break that 59.1, freaking run for the hills, because this thing will drop all the way to 51, 52.
Yeah,
So,
dollar's got a lot more upside today too. A lot.
The dollar, yeah. Oh,
yeah, a lot.
DXY could easily recover into 104 to 105, man. That's big time. 104.7 to 105. Big time pressure. And it's okay though. It's okay. That just means that it's gonna allow more bulls to enter here. I certainly want a discount. You know what I mean? So, and really benefit from that. And just to give you, I guess your dose of hopium. This is not a bearish setup whatsoever. Hey, baby, what's going down? This is not a bearish setup whatsoever, man. We're getting closer and closer to a potential breakout here on a daily. This is your bull pennant. You know, so this is the low.
BTC is going to go down most of the evening.
Yeah, I'm thinking here it's 64,984.
Drop really fast, but it's going to grind out.
Yeah,
change around 1 a.m.
Listen, guys, we already took out last week's low. We're coming back in to test last week's open. So if we fail that 67, that's over.
Agreed.
She's gonna drill much harder than people think.
And that would guys, this thing could play two ways. We're already approaching the 65 to 75% to this apex. This is getting ready for a breakdown or breakout. All right, so I will tell you this. If we are following this type of regression, then your daily time frame, it just started about 3 hours ago. That's going to be 64,885 at the bottom side of this regression. That's not a guarantee whatsoever, because the physical target would be your tweezer bottoms at 64.5. 64,542-ish, 64.3, right around there.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and it would do one of these, one of these numbers here. So if it did bounce from there, then we're still converging here. But this is getting to its prime. These formations don't go into the 80 to 90. Even if it did, it's invalidated. Okay, 65 to 75 max. I don't like it after that. Hi, buddy. All right, you guys.
Look how the market moved this week. The same thing Bitcoin did, right?
Oh,
It took out the low. It had a massive pump. Everybody thought, oh yeah, it's going to bullish again. We're going to break out. And then rug pull, boom. What did Bitcoin do? It took out the weekly low. It made a huge bounce, rejected again, key levels, 69,000, dump. So, and what did the market do today? It exceeded the previous week, breakout low, right? By a lot. Yeah. So I think Bitcoin's going to do the exact same thing.
I think Bitcoin's going to decline this weekend, but I think tomorrow will be just fine.
Oh, you know what? We
But
should
that's
be.
all going to depend.
We should be observing. Yeah, you're right. It will depend on sentiment.
Well, plus they might need to use Bitcoin to pay Iran to do their dirt.
All I know is it's down 10 points since I entered my short.
Yeah.
Here, nice, brother, nice. So here's your. This is a.
No, that's a big move.
Yeah. So this is your
I'm
big.
not even close to pulling yet.
Oh, nice, dude. There's absolutely correlation here. This is your top trough right here, right? This is Bitcoin CME. This is your Chicago Mercantile Exchange futures contracts. Right up here.
Yeah, this is the top. This is the top.
That's a big break of market structure. It does feel like it could do. Yeah, man. It feels like it could drill here a little bit. Just heads up on this.
That's the next hour.
Yeah.
Too close to the 1 hour close here.
And you know what else people can benefit from on this? It would probably be dominance, because that may get a pump.
Well, plus they did the liquidations. Remember that indicator I was telling you about?
Yeah, we were
Bitcoin?
observing that.
So the liquidations were at 68 and 69K. That's where the cluster of short liquidations were. So they just popped them and liquidated everybody. Now they're going to go back and get the longs.
Take a look at the hourly chart on Bitcoin dominance here.
The over leveraged longs. Your 10x, 20x, those guys are safe. But your 50s,
Yeah,
100s,
the 50s, 100s, those are out.
They're all screwed. They're all screwed.
Agreed. I was telling OGG that I think 2023X would be a safer place because we'll have a wide liquidation range, and likely beyond a stop range too. So if we can manage a possible 2023X with we'll manage it okay. Look at Bitcoin dominance on the hourly chart, man. This is what I mean. Usually when you get a Bitcoin spot or even futures to show weakness, Bitcoin dominance pushes. This is going to be your altcoins here. So this would be the small caps and stuff like that. Rainbow, baby.
Oh, Mac, Bitcoin dominance is at a freaking resistance level too right here.
Wow. Watch out, Bubby. Yeah, man. Let me look at the daily time frame on this. I haven't even taken a look at that. Oh yeah, man. We're just a spit away from 55% top.
Oh, shit. This thing should be dropping to 54.25 today.
54.25. That would be a great pullback on that. I see it. I see the trough here. You're talking about the highs of February. Yeah. Romantic Day, February 14th there. That would be your 54 and a quarter. This yeah. I do think so, right? The only thing that would stop it would just be this, the highs of January 2024, right? That would be your 54 and a half if it supports from there. And it looks like it already kind of did one time, right? This was the retrace here on the day. It supported right from that area there. If it continues with enough pressure, we may be able to see a little bit of a further upside here, potentially around the 54 maybe 55% mark before it experiences a continuation to the downside. Look at the volume on this. It is diverging from the upside that we're experiencing. So if you will see, guys, just heads up on Bitcoin dominance. I know that some of those small caps may be looking really frothy at this point, but they may start falling off the cliff too. Okay, so heads up on that. And Jay, sorry, buddy, I know that you were asking me there. Yeah, let's take a look at that for you, man. I remember you were asking me about that ticker a few times already, right? So let's see how we're doing so far with the targets that we called out on this, right? All right, cool. So it looks like we reached our second bound target nicely. The next, remember that the other targets that we were observing here was a continuation to this lower bound. But if we do get that continuation, it's gonna be very, very much dependent on your momentum profile. At least I'm observing here that you're getting an immediate shift to the downside in a 4-hour time frame. This is your EMA3. Your SMA 14 will likely lead. We're getting a huge amount of contraction on that 4-hour time frame too. So let's see, hourly time frame upside, 30-minute time frame upside. Let's see where it starts to give it up. That is a okay. Yeah. There's indecision in the market right now. What does that daily candle look like, or the weekly? Let me see. Okay, yeah. See that weekly candle? That I could see that from freaking an hourly candle. This, you're consolidating, man. You're getting this this enormous amount of indecision in the market right now. I do think that it's at a critical point. Either this thing recovers or it continues on to the upside. The immediate short-term time frame, as far as indicators, they're not really telling us. But if you're looking at this from the perspective of structure or just raw price per se, then this would be technically your third bottom, right? You could triple bottom here and recover. That is if there are internals, right, that can support a continuation to the upside. That's if the broader markets support that too. But you would technically be at a floor here before a continuation to the upside. So I think that observing this in the live markets would be the better way, right? And you're getting validated. That's funny. The prior week validated that resistance and came back down. And yeah, man. So NWBO, I can't really speak on this too much, other than the fact that you've reached a critical level. If you start breaking below this 45.51, very likely you're reaching 39 to around 39.90 to 38.60. So very much a heads up on that. You don't want to break that inflection, because you'll then look at your bottom bound here, and that's going to be the final take profit that I was talking to you about, and also the most. What I was saying is it's the least probabilistic target that NWBO will face. I'm just putting out that warning to you that I feel like this already met the downside. I was really banking on these two, but nice, and it just did it at the prior week. Very cool. Jay Abrams, you know what? We were looking at that wolf chart as well, and I will say that it's I think I could possibly give you a quick read from what we were observing today. I think I have it. I think I still have it here. Let me see. Let me pull up the daily time frame on this and see what's up. Daily. Hello, daily. And let me balance this out and see what's up here. This is bullish. It looks pretty good. SMA 200 below us, SMA 50 below us on a daily. It feels bullish in a macro sense. There could be a pretty insane pullback here, though, right? So don't gather your chips just yet, or maybe if you want to reposition, this may be one of those opportunities to do so, because this feels like it's going to come back down. Look, it's breaking out and testing its diagonal regression, okay, and breaking out of what? It's a pennant, you know. So this is you're testing that regression. This was the test. This is the continuing. Let me just draw it. Damn it! Let me just put it down. Okay. So this is what I mean, right? Sometimes I'm just not gonna be able to follow through enough if I don't just physically draw it for. I'm like speaking hieroglyphs here, you know, to someone who's not really following this. So yeah, this is your pennant, right? This is your bottom side of the regression. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 tests of your bottom side, right? Quick test of your regression here. Continuation to the upside, and right, you break out, back test, continue. Your top side targets, I guess you can do this, right? This is one of the most simplest ways of observing a trade and putting down your targets. But then how you run it, how you trade it, how you validate it, and how you backtest it matters, though, right? So by using really, really simple strategies here, which would be kind of seen like this, right? I'm just going to give you those upper bounds, and you're going to see how relevant they are to our targets. Your least, the least probabilistic target here would be this one here, right? But yeah, this looks bullish to me, and I was wondering that earlier today. I was wondering why this Bitcoin miner was looking bullish, opposing all the others. That was a little weird to me. 521 top bound We were already observing this resistance here at 380. The range would be 380 to 405 historically, right? And you have your top bound here would be your 308 would be your top side of the December 2023, late December. That would be your upside there. And if I am to tell you that this is going to continue to the upside, I'd be lying. Whoa. It feels like this is going to come back down for another test of your $2.18 before a continuation to the upside, at least observing it with just a raw price. 4-hour time frame on this. Let's see what's up, man. Getting a little bit of weakness here. Contraction. It's let me look deeper. Maybe the hourly time frame will tell us something. Okay, the hourly time frame feels a bit corrective, but I'm not gonna say that the thrust here from the 15-minute time frame has enough of an initial push. It doesn't feel like it has it. The 30-minute is certainly not feeling it just yet. In other words, this is going to be your chop zone into tomorrow before it chooses to actually come back down and realize its formation bottom, right?
ARCa,
yep.
an FYI on Wolf. One of the reasons why it's holding up when some of the other miners are not is because of what you were talking about earlier today. And, when we get the halving and how these miners are going to be competing for less crypto and they're going to have to burn more energy, thus it's going to cost them more money per Bitcoin to mine them. Wolf is the only green energy crypto miner out there that is directly connected to a nuclear plant. So their power source is unlimited, and it's also about one third the cost of all their competitors.
There we go. That's something to really look forward to, which was another thing that we were talking about regarding Jensen from NVIDIA, where he was talking about his energy efficient, way more powerful. I think 10,000 petabytes of memory per unit, and I think there were 24 units per section or whatever he called it, and that would use, I forgot how much less energy. And then CoinFox explained to me that there was then another Chinese manufacturer that came up with something that would save even more. Bob, have a good night. Take care. And I'm very impressed with all of that stuff. So yeah, if Wolf is leaning onto that green energy, clean energy, and energy efficiency, then I completely believe it. I completely believe this company here would likely maintain its posture and head on for some new highs. Like I said, this is a pretty large time frame pennant breakout retest with continuation. I just feel like we may consolidate, potentially touch down to 224, and then stick within this area here. It feels like maybe next week breakout, and we'll touch down on the first targets here of 284 to 291. The off chance of getting to 308 is there, right? It's just we need more pressure to the upside. This is not that volatile yet. You're looking at an almost 27 cent average true range. So, that's that'll put you at a top bound here of I guess maybe, yeah, this will be the top end of your ATR 263. You come back down, and 214 is your low here. I don't think that we would reach the 214 area. That would be actually, if we can, don't do this, but if you can time a low here, that would be next Tuesday, and potentially then get a really nice bounce to the upside. Do not do that, because I don't see that actually happening like that, and timing it in that manner. But yeah, good stuff here. Sorry, man, somebody's actually asked me for FNGR. I was debating on putting together a thing for the people who are dropping like flies in there, man. Right, it had a nice pump to the upside. This introduces the potentials of getting out of the market here. I haven't seen this chart in quite a while. Let me get rid of this stuff here and see what it has for us. Right, Devin, what's up, buddy? Yeah, we'll look at it too. So FNGR, why is it running? Is Sebastian in here? He's not in here. It's okay. Oh, nice. Wow, that daily bar, not bad. 12-hour time frame retraced to validate that top side of the week here. So Monday, April 1st, highs were 244, sitting at 243. This feels like it wants to. Why the hell would it do that? Why does it want to continue? We definitely have the volume profile to get it too. Let's see the 4-hour time frame. Let me look at an hourly. Let me look at, wait, actually, you know what? Let me look at a monthly. What's up, buddy? Hey, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. It's all right. I'll get it for you. Hold on, guys. Hold on just a moment.
Drop support, or at least talk about dropping support for Israel. And don't forget, you also have Secretary.
Who is that?
Off-grid gorilla.
I've also said
Mute him.
OTG. You got a hot mic.
I do.
Mute him. Yeah, mute him.
No, I mean,
That's
it's
not
right
me.
here. Oh, somebody killed it.
It was his TV.
Ah,
That was ARCa's son crying, bro.
No, it was your TV in the background.
yeah, the TV. About Israel?
Yeah. Use Crisp. You guys got to have Crisp on? Do you know
What's
how to
Crisp?
use it?
What the hell's that?
So go down to the microphone on your phone, on your desktop, where you see your mic.
Yeah.
Right click
Okay.
on it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
What?
I have to walk myself through it to tell you how to get to it.
Oh, I don't care. That's fine.
So it's a noise suppression device, and if you take a look at where the bottom
Oh, yeah, I got
of
mine
the
on.
corner,
Yeah.
right, yeah, Crisp. Now, I don't know if a lot of people have it on, but if you put that on, your background noise is suppressed.
Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me about that a few months ago. Yeah, that's good stuff. Good business.
So you don't hear the music, the baby, the TV.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you guys play a lot of these small cap stocks, micro caps?
We don't, but some of these other guys do. I mean, we only pretty much trade the big boys because then you want the big range, but he still caters to some of the people that are asking for these stickers.
No, I'm just watching today, and a lot of the stocks that you guys are looking at are like, I scratch my head and say, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Most of them were saying the same thing with you, bro.
Yeah, he does the small cap Mondays that he usually goes over these. There's a lot of people trade these little ones, but
All right, guys. Guys, sorry about that. I'm having a little trouble with the little man here. I'm going to have to sign out here real quick. Hold on, buddy. And come back into the stream tomorrow, right? I think he's a little restless, and he doesn't like that I'm not paying attention to him. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here, team. I appreciate everybody for coming on out. But yeah, guys, literally, man. All right, you guys, thank you so much for stopping on by. I'll make sure to take a look at some of those picks later on, but I really appreciate everybody for chilling here with me. All right, you guys, appreciate it much. Please accept my apologies here for kind of leaving on a quick note, right? But let me sign out here real quick, team. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, guys. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night, and I will catch you at the bell. I promise, man. Mañana. Adios, team.